First one is briefly describe your background and prior experience in the sheriff's office.
I've been in law enforcement for 24 years. I served 8 years active duty in the United States Air Force as a security policeman, doing various assignments in the United States and globally in support of different missions that the United States was undertaking. And then when I got out of the service, I moved to Valley County with my wife, and we took up residency in Cascade, and I began work at the Valley County Sheriff's Office, where I worked for 18 years, doing a whole host of different jobs inside the Sheriff's Office, from straight patrol to the county's canine program, where I handled a dual-purpose dog. From there, I went on to the Marine Division and took over that section, and that's a seasonal section that during the summer has upwards of 13 deputies that get hired seasonally, and we patrol all the Valley County waterways, both lakes and rivers, and respond to any incidents that require law enforcement attention, such as crashes or fatality incidents, or even just loud boats. So when I undertook that division, it was in desperate need of some help. We had many user groups in Valley County that were not happy with the quality of the boating experience for both motorized and non-motorized, and so I listened to their needs and wants and came up with a plan and utilized state code to bring about a remedy that for most people worked. It resulted in a massive change in our enforcement stance. Prior to me taking over that division, we'd issued one citation basically every year on the lake, and that very first year we issued upwards of 190 citations. So it seemed a little, a stark contrast, but the lakes were very under enforced, and so when we brought enforcement about, we tried to do the education first. Tried to get compliance from people just by explaining to them what was wrong and how they could not violate state law. And then eventually, we had to bring state code to bear, and we brought about a change. We had roughly 25 to 35 crashes annually on our Valley County waters when I took over that division. And the last couple years that I ran the division, we had 1 or 0. So that's a pretty substantial reduction in boating crashes. And obviously, in those years, you have 1 or 0. We had no fatalities that year, and I believe that was kind of my mission, was to bring safety back to the water. From there, I promoted to the lieutenant position inside the sheriff's office, and then ultimately the chief deputy position, which is the highest ranked non-elected person inside the sheriff's office.